Hello, everyone. Monday, we talked about fiancé visas, and Wednesday, we talked about costs of what application and process is. And today, we're going to talk about timelines for the fiancé visa. And if all you wanted for Christmas is to be with your fiancé, it's not going to happen if you didn't start this process about, a few months ago. I'm Raluca, and I practice in the areas of immigration, family law, and estate planning in our office here in Lawrenceville. And my marketing and office manager, Nina Clear, is here with me. We, as always, appreciate your likes, shares, and everyone watching, and because they all help other people to see them.
Okay, first things first. Besides the fact that you won't see your fiance for Christmas as your spouse, if you haven't already applied, you might see them if you visit them.
Yes,
right?
Of course. Yes.
Let's give a little caveat on timelines.
Yes, as with all the information we share on these videos, each individual has circumstances that impact the processing of your applications and also the time that it takes. We try to give you the information based on what we have seen for our clients and what USCIS is sharing on their website. And these are not guarantees for your individual cases. So this is our caveat.
Okay. So can you remind me, or all of us, what a K-1 visa is?
Yes, it is a non-immigrant visa that allows a foreign citizen fiancé of a U.S. citizen to travel to the U.S. to get married within 90 days of arrival.
And this could also allow their children, meaning the children of the fiancé, to obtain a visa, right?
Yes, if they meet certain requirements, the children would receive a K-2 visa.
So what is the first step?
The first thing that the U.S. citizen must do is to submit their application for the fiancé visa, which is Form I-129F.
And how long does that then take to process? So we don't know how long it takes any of you or your attorney to fill the form out. Yes. So this isn't taking that into account. This is just once you set it into USCIS. How long does that take?
Exactly. Typically, our clients have received an answer to this within a month of submitting it, but USCIS is saying that they are currently processing applications from May 2018, and the processing time is 5 to 7 months. I'm sorry.
Okay. So do they get the approval or the denial notice in that time?
First, they will receive a notice of receipt that USCIS received their file, and this usually takes about a week to 10 days to receive, and then they will get the approval or the denial notice within 5 to 7 months.
Okay, and if they are denied, do they have any recourse?
Yes, they can file an appeal, and we have assisted clients with that process.
And how long does the appeal process take?
Well, depending on the reasoning, it will take our office 2 weeks to a month to file the appeal, and then we send that overnight to the appropriate agency, and our office and our clients receive the receipt notice, and then it can take up to 90 days for a decision on the appeal. But we have seen clients receive approvals within a month. And keep in mind, if you want to appeal it, you only have 30 days, so you have to call us right away.
Yeah, so don't wait until the 30th day.
No, because we will not be able to appeal.
Which we have had people do. Like, yes. I got this notice last month. Okay.
Exactly.
So, and then once they get the approval, their fiancé is on their way? Is that what happens?
No. Once USCIS approves the application, they send that to the National Visa Center, or NVC. And NVC gives the applicant a case number and then sends that approval to the consulate where your or embassy where your fiancé lives. Yes, the country where they live.
Okay, and then what happens?
You must inform your fiancé to gather the necessary documentation, and we will post a link to this information, and be prepared to go to the consulate for an interview. And usually the consulate get in touch with them too and send them some some mail.
Okay. So anything else that they need to know?
Yes, every person applying for a visa must obtain a medical exam for an approved doctor from an approved doctor. It's usually a clinic that is approved by the embassy in that country, the U.S. embassy in that country, and this can take a few weeks as well.
So do you need to submit anything else as the sponsoring fiance?
Yes, you will also need to submit a financial affidavit.
And I know we've talked about this before in our videos. When you did a family sponsorship, you had to make over 125% of the federal poverty level. Is that true also for the fiance sponsorship?
No, because this affidavit is a little bit different than the one that we were talking about. So for the fiancé visa, you will only need to make over 100%.
Okay, and then do you know how long it takes to get an appointment with the consulate or the embassy?
Usually it is within 30 days, but it really depends on each embassy in different countries.
Okay, and then do you find out at that consulate interview if you're approved?
Usually yes, but not always. They not always give you the stamped passport the same day. They might send it to you later on in the mail, but they will give you K1 visa on your, they will seal it on your passport, and they will also give you a package, which is a sealed package that contains documents that you need to present to the Border Patrol when you first time come in the United States. And I want you to remember that we talked about this in another video. Even though you are given a visa, Customs or the Border Patrol agent is the one that still have the final say to allow you to come in the United States.
So it's not a guarantee once you have a visa that you're going to be allowed into the U.S.
No, it's not 100% guarantee, right, but it should be okay.
Okay. And remember, when they give you this sealed package, don't open it.
Don't open it.
And be like, what's in here? Okay, because that could make it so you're not allowed in.
Yes.
Okay.
That's right.
Now, we talked about their children can get a K2. Do they have to travel with that person at the time?
No. But you do need to enter the U.S. with them or before them. So they cannot come. They must come within a year, but they cannot arrive here without you.
So they can't come before you do?
No, they can't.
Okay, so the fiance has to be here first. The kids can either come with them or come after.
Or come a little bit later with the fiance.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I know you need to get married within 90 days of the fiance arriving here.
Yes.
But what about if their I-29F, or I guess it's actually their K1,
the K1 visa
expires?
After you're approved the visa, your visa expires within 4 months of being issued. So that means it gives you 30 days to travel here to enter the United States.
And what about if it did expire because you didn't get, like you said, they don't give you the stamp immediately? What if it takes them longer than a month? Is there anything you can do? So
you need to come within that time that the visa is valid. And if you come here, let's say after 2 months that the visa was issued, you only have now 60 days to get married. So it's up to you how fast you want to travel after you receive the visa, but the visa expires within 4 months.
Okay, but if there is something that slows down the visa being issued, like after you got the I-29F approval, but you didn't get the visa, then the consulate could extend it because of that processing time, right?
Oh yes, if it's because of the
consulate
processing.
Okay.
Yes.
So what about if somebody applied for a K1 before, like the U.S. citizen here just likes to marry foreigners? Does that impact it at all?
It does. If you have applied for more than 2 fiancé visas in the past or within the past 2 years, you must apply for a waiver and be approved to file another one. This is just, like we talked about, this is just to cut down on fraud.
Okay. So it sounds like it could be about 5 to 9 months to get the approval and make it so that your fiance could fly here. Is that?
Yes, that's right where USCIS is right now.
Okay.
But the timing can change all the time, the processing.
Right. So, and I know we have had clients who are like, you're an attorney, can you make this faster? I need my fiance here now.
No, unfortunately, there is no process to file for an emergency fiancé visa.
Okay. Okay, and then someone comes here, they get married within the 90 days. When should they apply for an adjustment of status?
I would recommend that they apply immediately.
Okay, and can they get a social security number and employment authorization right away?
They can get a social security number, and I recommend that they apply for their employment authorization together with their adjustment of status package, because it can be cheaper and speed up the process a little bit.
And when you say speed up the process, do you mean they get their green card sooner?
No, I mean they get their employment authorization documents sooner. So when it is filed with the adjustment of status package, USCIS is taking about 4 to 6 months. And if you apply separately for your employment authorization, it can take from 6 to 8 months.
Okay, so you can't get married in a rush.
No, but it usually is under a year, the process for a visa, fiancé visa. Just take the time to know your future spouse and develop a solid foundation for your relationship while you wait. So thank you for watching, everyone, and have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.